Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. You know, Josh, our producer here, you know, there's little things that happen in the break, and it's really funny. When we finish with this cycle of commercials, and we thank our sponsors very much, we appreciate them, and we're ready to come back, and you see our show, he will always ask me, are you ready to come back? Because I'm looking things up. He always said, are you ready? And this time he said, are you ready? And by the way, don't say McCain. So I got to give it to him. I just said it, but I'm going to move past it. I mean, he said, don't say McCain. I don't want to get on another rant. I have other things. I only have an hour to rant about 4 other things. Now, we have talked about this, and yesterday we brought up the 3rd trimester abortion, that the Democrats are going to have a problem because Beto O'Rourke, which is Francis O'Rourke, was not able to answer a very good, detailed question from I just picked up Young Reporter on abortion, and he listened to the whole entire question and turned around. This is how Democrats do it, and looked at the audience while he's standing on a counter that people had their food on, and looked at the audience and said, her question is, you know, I support a woman's right to choose. No, that was not her question, okay? So I have told you all along, you know this because you keep up with things. This is an empty shirt. Now with O'Rourke, he got $6 point some million, all right? Keep an eye on him, because the fact that, let's go to the second day, or not the second day, yesterday or so, another reporter caught him off guard. And the media is burying this. They're burying this, but go to that video of O'Rourke yesterday.
So my question has to deal with campaign finance. You recently pulled in $6.1 million. You broke all records, which I guess is pretty good. But my concern is how much of that is coming from a process which is called bundling. For those of you who don't know, bundling is a process in which political activists and people in the private sector and lobbyists go to wealthy multimillionaires and billionaires and basically tell them to give the maximum, which is normally anywhere from $2,700 to $5,600, and basically use it to sort of overinflate a campaigner's, you know, their first day totals. For example, just 1,000 people giving the maximum $5,600, that's $5.6 million right off the bat. Your campaign has not released the number of individual donors you have, nor has it released the average donation. Now, I'm not accusing you of that, but the fact that your campaign is currently working with notorious mega bundler Louis Sussman gives me a bit of a clue. In addition, when we look on your website, we don't really see anything in terms of a solid platform for policies. It's mostly just platitudes in a merch store. So I guess two-pronged question. One, are you going to...
So please allow her to ask the question.
Yeah. So two-pronged question, I guess. One, are you going to release the number of individual donors and their average donor donation? Because I know your campaign has that data. If it didn't, it would mean you'd be running a very incompetent campaign. And I don't think you are. You seem like you have your stuff together mostly. And two, when are we going to get an actual policy from you instead of just like platitudes and nice stories? Yeah!
Thanks, everybody. So the answer to your first question is yes. In addition to how much we raised, the fact that we raised it from all 50 states, the fact that we took not a dime from a single PAC or lobbyist, we will release the average and the number of donors. To your second question about policy. I'm going to try to be as specific as I can. I mentioned our criminal justice system. I called for the end of the prohibition on marijuana and the expungement of the arrest records of everyone who's been arrested for marijuana. You talked about universal guaranteed high quality health care. You asked the path to get there. to extraordinary women with whom I served in Congress, Janet Schakowsky of Illinois, Rosa DeLauro of Connecticut, have introduced a proposal called Medicare for America that ensures that if you have employer-based insurance and you like it, you keep it. Your doctors, your network, what works for you right now. If you don't have insurance or you don't like the insurance you already have, you enroll in Medicare. It costs a lot of money. It will be measured in the trillions of dollars. It is not inexpensive. As I made the point, and I hope the case earlier, it's a lot less expensive than taking care of people at end of life who've never been treated in the first place.
All right. So I'm sorry to expose you to all of that 3 minutes. But the point there that I want to make is you can hear the young student in the background asking policy questions. And then she finally says, now you got to look, he's in a room full of kids, all right? He's going to rock the vote, all right? This is supposed to be his safe zone. And she says, when are we going to get policy from you? There's a couple things I want to know if you caught on to there. It's sponge, I'm trying to pronounce it right, it's sponge your record. The kids went wild over that for marijuana. All right? So first thing he's going to do, I mean, we have Kim Jong-un, a disaster that's been left. All right? A disaster. We have Democrats that are throwing fire bombs. All right? Now they want to take out the Supreme Court and make it 15 people. 5 left, 5 right, and then they will pick the other 5. We'll get into that. They're on a daily basis throwing fire bombs. And the kids that want the social, they're not thinking nothing about Kim Jong-un, the dictator of their North Korea, having all these weapons. Now they go out and they get in their little South Korean car. They got a Kia, they got something. They get in their little, and then they get their electronic devices that so many are made and stuff. But they don't really think about who's defending South Korea against this whack job. They don't really think about who has failed in foreign policy for at least 24 years with this country and what the President of the United States is doing. They cheer that if they've ever been stopped by the cops and they had a little weed and they got put in jail overnight and it's on their record that this guy's going to take it off. We're going to clean your record if you've... That got to cheer. Now, the second thing, wonder where he ever heard, if you like it, you can keep it. Did you pick that up? When they started talking, when the issue of health care came in, if you like your insurance, if you like your... I wonder where he got, if you like it, you can keep it. Will the American people fall for if you like it, you can keep it once again? This is your Democrat in action. That is a, will we go? Will the American people go for an empty shirt once again? Now, give me the poll. Number 7. Okay? And here is Joe hasn't announced, but these are the nominees. Joe hasn't announced this morning yet, but he's at 28%. Kamala, Carmel to me, is up to 12%. But look who's jumped into that top 4 spot. I mean, it's like a horse track. All right, coming around the second turn, O'Rourke. Francis O'Rourke has jumped into double digits. He's up 2. He's moving up in double digits. All right? Nothing there. Warren is the policy. Watch out. Watch out. John Kerry's not in, but they give him 4%. And there you have Cory Booker. But look at where O'Rourke is. He's moved up to 11%. And I have the polls from just a day or two ago where he's in single low digits, but he's up there. Will he be able to get into the get up there with Joe Biden And now let me say this. Let me say this. And there's a reason. Let me put it like this. Give me number. I got it here somewhere. Yeah, give me number 6. Democrats better chance of winning in 2020. This is CNN here. Joe Biden 51 gives Democrats 51% better chance. Sanders 33%. Now, I can't remember. One of these guys is 76, right? 76? If elected, it'll be... One, I think, is 78. No joke. I think one is 76, one is 78. Wow. And that's what gives the Democrats a better chance? 71 is 76, 78. Where are the CNN roundtable talking heads? Where is the whole medical team? Now let me say this, okay? If the tables turn, because they've already done it. I mean, they've already done it, and you will see it when they get to the general election. They will have, CNN will have somebody, if it's a much younger candidate, okay? Not if it's Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders, or if it's Smoking Joe there, Biden plugs. But if it's a younger candidate, CNN would do. They'll have a medical team come in. The odds of dementia setting in. What are the chances of seeing presidential failure based on the age? They will do a whole story, okay? I mean, if this is Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, if I was CNN, if it was Republican right now, and these were the two top, they would have a team of doctors, okay? And they would be in there, and they would say, recently, where is this guy at? It's on the front page somewhere. I thought I put it up. Maybe I didn't want to waste my time on it this morning. But Kellyanne Conway's husband, all right, says that, there it is, number 17. A total loser, Trump called him. Trump lashes out at George Conway, who has been questioning his mental health, okay? It's getting bad. Now, the media is saying, okay, how we run with this right now when we got a 76 and a 78-year-old on the Dem side, okay? So anyhow, you know, I will tell you this, okay? And you're going to laugh at me. I understand you're going to laugh at me. And you're going to think I'm silly, and you're going to say, oh, why the hell do I watch this show? But I say some things that you think out there and you don't want to say. If you got a candidate that's 76, 78, and 74 or whatever, or 70, if you got two candidates, the President of the United States, that is 76 and one is 78, you know what you want to know? Is which one has to pack the pens when they take a trip. I know. You're saying, really? That's what, seriously. I mean, I'm glad you're active. But that being said, so those are the two right there, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. Go back to number 6. And Joe might get into the race here. And those are the two that the Democrats are hanging their hat on right now. Now, I want to go with one more thing. If I use the word normalize, I get in a lot of trouble. I'm hearing voices in my head. When has that ever stopped you? Yes, that is actually on recording. I do hear voices in my head because I stop and I say, should I say normalize here? It could get me in a lot of trouble. Where's he at? Where's this guy at? I had him in here. I know I did. I know I had the picture of this guy. I'll have to find it during the break. I'll have to find it because I had Pete Buttigieg somewhere in here this morning, and I guess I missed it. I'll get it during the break because I'm going to come back and do that story. But Pete Buttigieg is on MSNBC this morning, all right? And you know what Pete Buttigieg was talking about? His religion. Now, he's openly gay, but his religion. So I want to talk. I want to bring us around. First of all, the president. What is his name? Get his name and help me pronounce it. Okay, he's the president. He's the president of Brazil. All right. And the media is going nuts because of what he says concerning gender, gay marriage. I mean, the media is going nuts with this guy. But they voted him in Brazil. And go ahead and give me number 14. This is him, the president of Brazil. Do you have his name? Did you tell the audience that or just me? Tell the audience for me, okay?
All right, I got Jair Bolsonaro.
You did a great job. You did a great job. Okay, then also let's play the video. This is the one where it starts at a particular time with his press conference. All right, you got it? Let's play that. This is the president of Brazil yesterday at the press conference. The media is going crazy. You got to listen very close because there's a translator. And I tried to find one where the translator was, you know, it wasn't stepping over his words, but it was impossible to do so. Listen very close to the translator. Go ahead.
Project in Brazil. In conclusion, may I say that Brazil and the United States stand side by side in their efforts to ensure liberties and respect to traditional family lifestyles, respect to God, our Creator, against the gender ideology or the politically correct attitudes, and against fake news. Drawing inspiration from Ronald Reagan, I wish to bring to Brazil his administration style, as summarized in the following citation. People should say what the government can do, and not the other way around. The United States changed in 2017, and Brazil has just started to change now. In 2017, we stand together side by side to the ultimate benefit of our two nations. We want to have a great America, yes, and we also want to have a great Brazil. Once again, may I voice my admiration and recognition to President Donald Trump on this beautiful day where we seal a promising alliance between the two most promising and largest democracies in the Western Hemisphere. May God bless Brazil and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Back to me. So this guy, they're going nuts. He said gender, okay? He said traditional family. He said God. And fake news that's messing them up. Traditional, I'm going to tell you something. You cannot say traditional family. I mean, I will. You cannot say traditional family. Okay. Now, I want to go from there because every time you and I maybe say traditional family, okay, acceptance and tolerance. Us white people, oh God, I'm going to say it. Us white people accepted things. We were told we needed to accept, have tolerance, okay? We went for it. And now we have one lady with a religious rap on her head that's running the country. I know you say, oh, you always go to the extreme. No, you can't say nothing against that damn woman. Because for years, we were taught, this is recent for some of it, acceptance and tolerance. It was going on in our schools and we liked it. This guy from Brazil said traditional family. Oh, that spins their heads off. You got to talk, O'Rourke, okay? He could not do what? He couldn't even say 2 days ago, Francis couldn't say 2 days ago that his wife, I think her name's Amy, was home raising their kids. Oh, they freaked out. You can't say traditional family. What's a traditional family? Well, hell, we don't know. We don't know if nature intended for a man to be with a woman. We don't know. We don't know if that was the only way nature would allow and you could procreate. We don't know. Because we changed it. Now, In Houston, now you already know this happens. This is in Houston. Here's what I want you to pick up in this video. All right? Now, I want to see if you pick up in this video, but there's a tie to this right here, what the video I'm going to show you and what I'm going to talk to you about next. So play the Houston video. Yeah.
The Heights Public Library today debuting a new children's story hour called Drag Queen Storytime.
Stephanie Whitfield sat in on the program designed to promote acceptance.
Good morning, everybody!
The Heights Library had a special guest for story time.
Oh my goodness. Everyone is dressed so nice. I wish I would have worn a nice costume for y'all.
A visitor who usually performs for an older audience.
My name is Blackberry. I'm a bearded drag queen. That means I'm a lady with lots of facial hair. Do you want to touch my hair? No?
This program is geared towards kids 10 years old and younger.
I just want to expose them to things they don't get to see every day and want it to become the more normal and more accepted.
They've never seen a drag queen before, so I thought it was a good chance to see one.
But let's turn around and shake your butt. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them.
It was a first for this branch of the public library, too.
It is amazingly unique, and that is ultimately something that we strive for sure. We definitely, at this particular branch, but also at Houston Public Library, always want to promote diversity, understanding, inclusion, and fun.
Let me hear my cats.
Of course, a love of books, too. Blackberry says reading is a way to break the stigma of drag in queer culture.
That's the whole goal, is to make kids that aren't used to seeing something like me more comfortable to seeing it. So once they go into school later on in life and they see something that's totally different from them, instead of bullying, they're more accepting. 1, 2, 3, stinky cheese.
Now, there were definitely some kids who had to warm up to Blackberry, but that's the whole reason some parents went, to expose their children to something that they've never seen before. And most people seem to walk away having a good time.
Yeah, start them young, right?
Saw a lot of smiles there. Thanks, Stephanie.
Okay, so we talked about the president of Brazil, right? Traditional family. We just showed you that video, all right? We're going to take a break and we're going to come back. This is going to be one segment. We're staying with this, Josh. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. And then I'm going to put together what I'm trying to explain. And hopefully you can start thinking about when we come back. So take us a break.